Hello everyone and welcome to my balcony garden. Today I am planting garlic cloves directly into this pot in spring. I did a few videos ago about how to get garlic cloves started indoors in module trays. I'll link it above. To be honest, we're in spring now, so the relevance of that video, or the time at least, has kind of passed. But if you're interested, you can check it out. It's worth mentioning before we get started that you can plant garlic in autumn or spring, and you're going to hear most gardeners advise an autumn planting. And this is because garlic requires a cold period in the soil of at least 8 weeks. However, you can also plant garlic in spring. Just make sure that you choose a variety that is compatible with spring planting, like these ones here. These are called flavor. You can also mimic the lower temperature. So if you live in a warmer climate and you do want to grow garlic, you can take the cloves, put them into a plastic bag with some compost and pop it into your freezer for around 2 to 3 weeks. That will simulate this cold period and you should still get the cloves bulking up. So I have my pot already here. This pot is terracotta. Terracotta is porous, and like any bulb, to be honest, you need to make sure that the growing conditions are moist but never saturated, so that the soil can remain moist, holding water, but that it can also let it go. And terracotta pots do help with that. It's definitely not the only type of pot. You can also plant in plastics. I've grown garlic in plastic pots before, and it also worked out fine. Ideally, choose a pot that's around 20 centimetres in diameter and 20 centimetres deep. And I've filled my pot with a really good quality peat-free multi-purpose compost. You can also mix in a slow release fertilizer or a granular fertilizer that is high in nitrogen, or any kind of additive that's high in nitrogen. Okay, so this is one of the garlic cloves I'm going to be planting. So first of all, make sure that they are firm, nice and solid to the touch, and if there are any pests and diseases, you can discard the clove here, but it's looking good. So we want the flat bit at the bottom and the pointy bit at the top. So we plant our garlic cloves at around 5 centimetres deep and 10 centimetres apart from each other. So I am going to go for 3 in this pot just to be on the safe side. So I'm just going to use my finger, or roughly estimate 5 centimetres. Make the holes and make sure that the cloves are also away from the sides of the pot. We don't want them touching that. Righty. And we'll just pop them in. Flat bit down, pointy bit up. And this one too. Ooh, foliage is already emerging. Better get you in. And then just cover it. That's it. It's like the easiest thing ever. Okay, so now I'm going to label this pot and I'm going to give it a very big drink. Next thing to do is to put it in a protected but very sunny position. Garlic does love full sun and it likes to get around 6 to 8 hours of sun a day. Ongoing care is just to make sure that the soil remains moist but never saturated. And once we start to see the foliage emerging, so maybe when the foliage is around 5 to 7 centimetres tall, I would then give it another feed. I do tend to go for a liquid fertilizer, any kind of liquid fertilizer when I'm growing in pots. I just find it's easier and I have more control over it. The compost is already rich in nutrients, so I'll probably just give it one big feed. Just keep an eye on it, and if I notice any yellowing, I might give it another feed as well. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you'd like to support the channel, subscribe. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and I send you all my good wishes, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.